the show.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Welcome to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'll make it pop.
With your host, Parker. Featuring the sultry sounds of Fred and also Alan on the board.
We are live.
Let's go already!
And now, let's start the damn show.
Up the damn show.
Welcome, one and all. I didn't know if Alan was going to keep doing his little robot voice there. I enjoyed it. So welcome, one and all, to the huge 185th episode. I thought we were going to get maybe cheering. No. Okay, why would we do that?
185.
Why do they care?
Why would they cheer at 185? They only cheer at me. They don't cheer at this.
I thought just this one time, since we were 15 away from a milestone,
They don't know how to
cheer for us.
The crowd don't know how to count. So
Okay, that's true. That's true. There are a bunch of Alan. They're all at Alan's house. So the 185th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast, broadcasting from the EC studios, scattered all across the upstate of South Carolina. You can always listen to us on whatever you're listening to us right now on.
that's right. The radio.
And of course, stickers coming soon. America's favorite podcast.com, which is our website. So tune in, tune out, tune on, tune up,
Tune up.
and tune up. And then
Tune up.
Fred.
You can tune the piano. You can tune the fish.
It's true. But you can't teach a donkey how to break dance.
You can't teach a donkey how to break that.
Can you?
Yeah. Did you watch the Olympics?
Well, that's racist.
A donkey. You see
Donkey.
Shrek? Donkey was
Shrek.
break dancing.
Maybe
I think it does. I
did.
Talking about breakdancing. I bought one of them breakdancing things for the rear my rear wiper. You know, it has the chick and it goes.
Yeah,
her legs go.
Like our favorite listener who has that on the back of his car too.
Yeah.
So, well, welcome to the show, Fred. We're so glad you joined us.
Yeah, man, we're here. We're good. It's Wednesday night, baby, and you know what that means. Well, it's Monday.
We're live. Well, no, we're live.
We're live, so we're live. That's right.
Everyone knows we're live
in living color.
So yeah.
So what up? I guess the big news this week is
poor Alan.
No, it's all right. What happened? I didn't hear it. I didn't see it.
We didn't hear it either.
Oh, okay. What happened?
Nothing. You can't. Work. Alan can't be on the show until you introduce him on the show.
I'm not here. Ladies and gentlemen, Alan OTV. Oh my God.
That's cool. The 4-minute mark he got in. That's exactly right. That's about right.
Jesus Christ.
That's so okay. Sorry. No, you're having a good night, friend. Or it seems like you were having a good night until now. So there's some big news.
I got called out. Well, the big news is just, it's
what's Fred? There's big news this week.
Yeah,
yeah. You were leading it into it. So.
There's a lot of radio silence. I thought you were going to take it. I didn't know what was going on. So, yeah, I guess the Pope passed. The Pope passed away, man. He had been ill.
Right.
And he finally went ahead and gave up the ghost.
Gave it up. Pope Francis, right?
Man. Pope Francis. Which pope was he? Like, don't popes have a number?
Well, they
Like-
do if they've been more than one.
Oh, been like Pope.
of
If
that
there was more
number,
than Pope Francis.
Yeah, there's a lot of popes
Francis the
though.
first.
So,
What is a Pope? Like, what a Pope do?
Popes,
what the
popes,
Pope do?
man. They're the thought leader of the church.
Yeah.
So, like, if if they're like, hey, this is what we should be believing, and so like when people are like, so when let's say, and no offense, okay, first of all, whatever
Right.
happens after this sentence, no offense to any of our Catholic friends. Okay, there, I said it. No offense.
There you go.
But that's just to cover us both. That's that's liability insurance right there, just in case. But no, so I mean the church, the church is, people are always asking questions, and they're always like, "Hey, Pope, like, what does this mean over here?" And so the Pope, his job is to interpret that and be like, "Hey, Jesus says to do this."
Right.
People believe in Jesus, right?
I know they believe in Mary.
Yeah, so they believe.
They believe in Mary, Jesus' mom, but they believe it.
Well, they believe in it. If you believe.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
They do.
I don't know a lot about Catholicism.
Right. And
But
we are not going
The
to.
Pope is like the pastor of the Catholic.
Right. He's the king of the Catholic Church.
Right. He's the king.
So he decrees.
He can go to church.
Well, no. So he's like, hey, like Pope Francis, who by all accounts was one of the better popes we've had in a long time.
Right.
Was like, hey, you know what? Don't be such a dick to gay people. And so all the other Catholic preachers were like, they had to leave their rectories.
They had to follow. Yeah, they had to.
And
follow
like,
suit.
oh, so we shouldn't be such a dick to gays. Cool. And then he's like, don't diddle kids. And they're like,
come on now.
They were like, all right, Pope, you're crossing the line.
Come on,
where are those cricket noises, Alan?
Yeah.
Let me try this again. They were like, he was like, hey, don't diddle kids. And they were like, exactly. Nailed it. Perfect. Now that's radio. So, yeah. But like I said, by all accounts, Pope Francis was pretty damn good Pope. He served for 12 years, which is, pretty good for a Pope.
Yeah, I guess.
First Pope from Latin America. First Pope, of Latino descent.
Though.
First
Yeah,
Pope
right.
be kind of short. Most popes are 10.
No, I'm saying that was 12 years was kind of a short time.
he
I remember
started
like,
late.
Oh, actually,
John
that's
Paul.
not that short.
Really?
John Paul had a 27-year run.
Right. Yeah.
See, that was
like,
John
he
Paul
always
II
the Pope.
because feel this though, Pope John Paul I didn't even get a whole year in. He started and finished in 1978, which then immediately led to Pope John Paul II, who went from 1978 to 2005.
Right.
So he had his run, and it was Pope Benedict XVI. Had a little bit of a run there, about 8 years, give or take.
Yeah.
And then Francis, and we don't know who the next pope's going to be, but
right.
But there have been some popes, and I didn't realize it. I figured there were just two.
No, there's a million popes.
No, I mean, in my lifetime, I thought they were just two.
Yeah.
Oh no,
yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah.
Well, there have only been, I mean, there's, so far
it's been 3, right? So it's been 3.
Yeah,
so
because of Benedict, because I forgot about
it. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, hey, Pope, how long have you been an asshole? He's like, I've been a dick. My whole life. Anyway. Terrible.
So, well, I think they're gonna have the funeral sometime this week.
Yeah, they showed the chat.
I think it's on Saturday.
It's a whole thing,
Saturday.
man. You don't just bury a pope. You don't just throw a pope in the garbage can and walk off. Like,
no, you don't.
It's a whole
thing.
Like,
Yeah,
so they had.
Did
you see them do like the royal ribbon?
Yeah,
or whatever to like block up his apartment.
Yeah.
So that like nobody could get to his stuff, and they had to they sealed it with a wax seal and stuff. It was crazy. It was like really old school crazy stuff.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is, man, they had pictures of him laying in the coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the world to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was open to the public too, wasn't it? Like his Like
I think
there
was
a
they haven't.
viewing.
I don't think they. Yeah, I think the viewing. Yeah, and people
Yeah, I
like
would
came
think
It
from
was
all
like a
over.
public viewing, like because they showed them. They was like down the block,
Oh,
around
yeah.
you know, they
Yeah.
want to see the Pope. Mm-hmm.
Well, I have certainly found my favorite Pope. And Alan, I'm going to bring him up on screen for you.
What, the space boat?
No, this is a real Pope, Alan. This is the Pope we
Space
needed.
Pope. Ghost.
This is the Pope that I am rooting for. This guy right here,
Yeah.
Pope Leo the 10th. You see him, Fred?
Yeah, man.
That's a handsome Pope.
Pope
Makes you
Leo
wonder why-
X, look at him. Look at
Makes you wonder why they did him.
Now, is his picture the one on the left?
No,
or
this is
the
him.
one on
This
the
is a
bottom
picture
right?
of him. This is a picture of him. This fatty.
What about the guy on the left? Who's that?
That's also a picture of him.
Oh,
That's
okay.
him.
This
That's
is
his
a
baby
better
picture.
picture of him.
Yeah, that's the.
No, this is a picture of him from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I mean, he served in 19 in like
It was
1771.
1964.
No.
This was somebody else's painting of him that they did in 1964.
No, really?
Yes.
No, it says like
Fernando-
14 so.
Fernando Botero did this painting in 1964.
Bugger.
You can buy it right now, Fred. How much you want it? You want it?
I don't want that.
Okay, because I'll
I'm
hook
gonna
you
do
up. I
that.
got a guy. I got
I
a Pope
can't
guy.
have that looking. I can't have that thing looking at me,
That thing will haunt your dreams.
Yeah.
judging me.
Well,
You'll
looking
wake
at
up
me, all
praying.
judging.
They
You wake
probably
up
have
with
Uh,
that
You
picture's probably in the Vatican somewhere.
Fred, you'll wake up with like a rosary on your hand one day,
yeah.
and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" And then the next day, you wake up and you're like, "I taste crackers and grape juice. What the fuck is happening to me?"
The Pope that gave me communion.
No, then it's just like the Santa Claus, except it's the Pope Patrol. I don't know the Pope. I'm sure there's something out there that we're missing, but it's like the
Ghost
Santa
Pope.
Claus, where you
Yeah.
become you killed the Pope, Fred. So
You
is that
have
what's
to
going to
be
happen?
the
Is
Pope.
JD Vance going to become the Pope?
JD Vance gonna
He killed the Pope.
the Pope Claus. The Pope Claus.
That's right.
You know, and the thing was, they said that JD. I thought I heard it in the news that JD Vance had seen the Pope, and then there was the.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
I woke up the next morning and I saw the Pope had died, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Did the Pope die, or did
Then he went
JD
to-
Vance?" And then it just.
Well, then JD Vance went to India, and like on his way, right when he got to India, there was a huge terror attack, and like 26 more people died. Like, exactly where that dude is bad luck, bro.
Yeah, dude, get him out of here.
That's all I'm saying. Bad luck. So
So
Fred, this-
you know. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
no, I was going to say, my question is to you, Fred. Do you think
Right.
in this world, so you know, at our core, we're not necessarily a Catholic focused podcast, generally, right?
Yes.
So I'm just saying
at
we're not necessarily that, but we also have never been that. And it's not, we wouldn't ever be probably that either. But my question to you is, Fred, from the guys through the lens of pop culture, right?
Mhm.
The Pope. Do you
Mhm.
feel like they're going to Disneyfy the replacement Pope? Or so Disney has, in case you don't know what Disneyfying is, which I think everybody does, Disney
Mhm.
has famously or infamously, however you want to do it, like race swapped, gender swapped, all the swaps throughout recently for all of their, their stuff. So do you think, Fred, as a move for the Catholic Church to get back into the center of things, back in the game, they're gonna be like, let's make the Pope like a lady or like an Asian dude or
Nah. I mean, maybe an Asian
no.
dude, but
So,
I doubt it.
okay.
I mean, it's the Catholics, man. Catholics. No, I was raised
So-
Catholic.
I recently came up on a list of cardinals that are in the front running to be
Oh.
Pope.
Ooh.
okay.
So soon, so we've got some options. No, Siri, shut up.
So these are the top popes.
These
to
are the
be.
top cardinals. Yeah. So we're
All
gonna
right.
see if we can
And so
pick a Pope. Now you got
Alan.
Cardinal.
if you're in the Catholic Church and you play your cards right, you can become Pope for a week.
Yeah, for a week or
All right, so
Monday.
who-
That's what I'm gonna have. I want
So you're going to tell us about these Cardinals. We don't know them.
yeah.
Obviously.
So you
Probably.
want them?
Cardinals.
You want them from?
You just
Let's go.
I want you to just tell me
from
about
bottom to
Okay, so this is the
All right.
third seed. Can we bracket? Can we do a bracket, a Pope bracket?
Are they like third seeds, or are these just the considered 15?
No, I guess
15?
it looks like they're in
Popological order.
order 1 through 10. I think it's 3, 6, 9. It's 9 of them, so it looks like
Damn,
1
they're
through
fine.
9. So we'll start with 9. So you got Cardinal Gerhard Ludwig Müller.
Oh, Mueller.
He is from he's from Germany.
Germany, yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And his stance is he's a conservative, and
Okay.
he was critical of Pope Francis.
Okay, so he's out as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
Right.
critical, like,
Yeah, I mean,
criticizing, like criticizing.
Yeah,
Pope
like
Francis?
he didn't really like.
He's
believe
conservative.
in the things.
Yeah,
that
well,
he did.
that-
So
no,
he's
but
pretty
yeah,
much
they-
the opposite of Francis.
Yeah, so he may be in because they may be like, all right, we're going the opposite direction.
Right.
Well, but this is this
Yeah,
guy's
yeah,
number
yeah.
9 on the list. He's got a lot of popes to kill.
He's
before he
number
gets to the
9.
top of the list.
Yeah. But he is German.
He is German, so he would be very
So,
efficient.
Yeah, he is
Yep.
German.
Whatever
So
that
next
means.
up, you got Cardinal Malcolm Rengis.
Oh, he's
Oh,
out.
right.
Malcolm, he is out. Malcolm.
Well, for a
he's out.
second there, I thought he was
Is-
out. And now I'm thinking he might be back in.
He's Sri Lankan,
Oh,
There you go.
and he is conservative.
Okay.
He's against LGBTQ, LGBT rights
LGBTQ,
and
yeah.
altar girls.
He's
Altar
against
girls.
He wants to
Only
stick
altar
with the altar
boys.
boys.
Oh, he is actually. He should be up in the top too
He might-
because
is
he's
that-
got altar boys and
Yeah.
That might be the move.
And next up at number 7, we have Cardinal Peter Kodwo Turkson
Peter
from
Turkson.
Ghana.
Oh,
He is from Ghana. And he is a
Sri
moderate
Lanka is beautiful.
against the criminalization of homosexuality.
Okay,
So
so he's pro
lightening up a little
gay.
bit. Yeah, he's
All right,
pro-gay,
all
looks
right.
that.
So he's on
Yeah,
my
yeah,
short list.
He's Ghana. He's black.
Really?
So just putting that out there. Yeah, just putting that out there.
yeah.
So
Black
he's
Pope.
probably
Hey,
Black Pope. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's
Black
from
Pope.
Ghana. So
Black
yeah,
Pope.
Dude, if there's
He's
a
from
Black
Ghana.
Pope.
Yeah, he's black.
Okay. So
Black
Fred, we had a
Pope.
black president. And do you remember what's happened since then?
Mm.
Can you imagine what the Catholics are going to do with a Black Pope? Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So next up we got Cardinal.
Fred, 10 years ago, we were just
Yeah.
a regular cool ass country. Now we are almost Nazis.
You're right. Yeah.
That's what
It's
happened.
getting-
You are
it's that
almost
way.
Nazis, not me.
No, not me, my friend.
Yeah.
You said we, not me.
We
Right.
as a country, not me
Nah,
as in we as a
hell
podcast.
no. We ain't almost Nazis. We
No.
already are Nazis. No, I'm kidding.
All right, Kanye. Keep it in your pants, Kanye.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's
It's a whole different
Oh,
story.
Yeah.
Oh God.
We don't have time for that.
Easy.
no.
I would rather talk
Uh,
about popes than that.
Yeah, let's talk about Pope.
Give me a list of 100
Cardinal
other
William Jacobus. I don't know. He's from the Netherlands.
We're gonna call him Cardinal Willie.
He's known conservative views, particularly on marriage.
Sure. Okay,
All
so
right.
he's
Next
pro
up,
conservative marriage,
yeah, he's conservative. So
whatever that
another
means.
conservative from the Netherlands.
I don't. It makes me want to want a
Uh,
conservative Catholic person because, like, the least conservative Catholic person to me is still very conservative. Because Catholic people, you know, they got some shit. They do. Some
Yeah,
shit.
they are. They do.
And
really,
again, No offense to any of our Catholic friends, but y'all do some
Conservative.
shit.
there you go. Do your thing.
Hey,
Do
yeah,
your thing.
eat them fishes or whatever.
All right, now this guy, he's right in the middle of them.
Okay.
Coming in from the United States,
Here we go. U.S. Pope Dave Thompson.
Cardinal Raymond Leo Burke.
All right.
Raymond Leo Burke.
Where's he from?
Right. So
And
he's from the U.S., baby.
But
No, but we're from
Yeah,
the
he's
U.S.
an art-
We're from the what state?
I don't know.
That's we can't get into
yeah.
that.
I don't know.
Well, no, like for
Look him
example,
up.
if he's from Boston or something,
Raymond Leo.
he's probably got a better
Raymond
chance.
Leo Burke.
I'm sure he's from somewhere like that. Leo.
Man, it's probably got to be
Bird.
like New York or somewhere.
Leo
Oh,
I
dude.
bet he's from New York. It's got to be
This
from
guy
New
is
York.
old as fuck already.
Mm-hmm. Is he? He doesn't look that old. He looks like
Well,
what's my man from used to be on Saturday Night Live, little fat guy.
Al Franken.
Lorenzo
No,
Sons.
little fat guy.
Lorenzo.
No, little fat
Oh,
guy.
shoot, what's his name?
Bobby.
Bobby Moynihan.
Was it
Oh
Bobby?
yeah, the guy who did the
Moynihan, yeah.
American Gladiator or something. He goes,
So he
Yeah,
is,
yeah. Ninja Warrior, yeah.
Okay, so Fred, I'm gonna read you his information and then you tell me if
Yeah.
any of this makes sense. Okay.
Mhm.
He is an American prelate of the Catholic Church. Okay, so I'm already lost. He's a bishop and a cardinal and was patron of the Sovereign Military Order of Malta from 2014 to 2023. He led the Archdiocese of St. Louis from 2004 to 2008 and the Diocese of La Crosse from, not La Crosse, the sport, from 1995 to 2004. From 2008 to 2014, he was the prefect of the Supreme Tribunal of the Apocalyptic Signatara. So, St. Louis is where he's from. Is what, to summarize, St. Louis.
Hey, from the Lou. He down with Nelly.
Right. He loves Nelly. He says he wears a...
Yeah.
in
Band-Aid.
every service, he wears one Band-Aid under his eye.
Yeah. He's an arch conservative, and he was critical of Pope Francis's reform.
See, this
So-
is my thing. Pope Francis was cool.
Yeah, man.
I think the problem is, and I think the problem across the board, not just with the popes, just with everything, is like people are like, oh, something has got to change. Let's change it 1,000%.
Yeah.
So,
well, I
like,
think Francis was
what's up, man?
he was completely opposite of John Paul. Like for example, the Pope Mobile wasn't covered.
Yeah.
Didn't have a bulletproof thing.
Yeah.
If the Pope, if he was doing a mass service and some kid decided, hey, that's the Pope, I'm gonna jump the line and go and give him a hug in the middle of the service.
Yeah.
You just hold on to the kid and be like, let the kid sit there next to me.
Yeah.
I'll finish the
Yeah.
service. You know, he was complete opposite of what holiness is supposed to be.
Right.
You know,
He's a man of the people. Pope
Yes.
of the people.
Yeah.
Pope of the
People's
people.
Pope.
Yeah, Pope of the people.
People's Pope.
So yeah, so there you
Next
go.
up.
That's next. Oh, that's right. That's
think,
our American.
We got a couple more.
What are the odds? Are there
Uh,
odds on this? Can I bet on this?
No, I bet you could.
Let's find out.
I bet you could.
I believe that
we
you
got
can.
Cardinal Matteo Zeppi. He's Italian.
Oh yeah, he's in.
Yeah, I
it's
think
me.
him and there's another Italian dude. There's another Petro Parolin.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's in too.
But I think the Italians are a shoe in. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
If out of
so-
all of them, I pick the Italians.
Viva Roma.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Hey, look, I don't have to move it that far.
did you say Pietro Parolin is the lead contender?
Yeah, he's
That
the
is-
league contender. He's the top of
Yeah.
the league.
He's plus 150 right now via Bet 365 in Canada.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
let's find out where's our boy
Look
at
at that.
here. Let's see. Second is
Yeah.
plus 300 with Luis
Raymond
Antonio
Leo
Tagle. I'm not seeing a Burke on here, so they don't have him ranked real high on this. So he would definitely be a dark horse.
Number
I don't
2
even
is
see
Tagle.
Yeah,
Number 2 is Tagle. He's from the Philippines.
Tagle, and then Turkson, Zuppi, and Robert Serra. Dude, where's this guy? This guy's the best. I would absolutely vote for this guy if I could. Pier Battista Pizzaballa.
Ooh.
Do you have him on your list?
No, Pizza Balla is not on my list.
Pizzaballa plus 900, dude.
Pizzaballa.
You're getting good money on that.
Pizza Balla. Yeah.
Why
So
is
if I bet $1 and win, that's $900.
Yes.
No, you get
you would
you
have
get
to bet.
9 back to 1. So you get 9 to 1 on your money.
So you get $9.
So if you win,
okay.
if you
$9.
place, so if you would get, you would get $9.
Mhm.
So if you were to place, if it was a negative, like plus 150 means if you bet 100, you get back 150.
$9. You can get some rolling papers.
So you get some,
Okay.
you can get a Bible and do that.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, the guy whose name is Pier Battista Pizzaballa is Italian.
Yeah.
Yes.
That guy looks fun.
Look at that. He's right down the
He's
street.
cool.
Does he have the Mario mustache and all that?
He's what they call a soft conservative. He has a goatee,
Oh.
which makes me think he's cool.
Goatee.
Yeah, he's a younger potential pope, so they're like, this guy
not
can
cool.
pope. This guy can pope for years
he could-
down the line.
Yeah, he could pope into the
Until the popes come home. baby.
ones. Yeah, till the popes come home.
You can pope, you can pope for a pope night. Dude, I'm mad that our boy didn't get any love here.
Yeah, no,
Well, he's probably too old. I think they're probably going to try to go for a younger pope.
Trump fucked this shadow.
Oh, that's right. Because of the tariffs.
Yeah. There's like
He put tariffs on Bibles.
Yeah, dude, he's killing it. He has to pay like 25% extra to get his fucking sermons every week. You know, those crackers don't pay for themselves. Alan, you don't know what it's like.
No.
So there you go. R.I.P. to our favorite pope, Pope George.
Yeah.
R.I.P. We hope that the next pope is half the pope that you are. What Pope Francis? Well, his name is Jorge something Francis.
Yeah.
So his name is Pope George, and that's fine.
Pope George.
He's my friend, and I'm gonna miss him. All right. So, Fred, do you have anything to say? Are you gonna? Okay, let's say. Okay, let me ask you this question. Hold on. Let me ask you a question now, Fred. I'm gonna ask you too, Alan.
Right.
Let's just say, okay. Let's say we're the people. We're the leaders of the Catholic Church, right? Which is feasible, sure.
Mm-hmm.
And so we decide, we in all of our adornments, our golden rooms, decide, hey, you know what we really need? Now that last pope, he was pretty good. He stirred some shit up. He got our name back in the news, like not bad. But what if they're like, let's really think outside the box for this next pope?
Let's pope it up.
And let's say they get somebody like, I'm going to give you a list of a few names. I want you to decide, would you become Catholic if this person became Pope? Okay. You do, Alan. First question, Chuck Norris.
Pope.
Yeah, I would.
No? Not Chuck Norris?
You
would
not
Catholic
religious for
all right,
Chuck
Fred.
Norris.
How about this? Headed your way, Dave Chappelle. Would you become Catholic if Dave Chappelle became the Pope?
Oh, baby.
You'd be like, listen here.
I might have to do it,
Y'all stop fucking them kids. Yeah.
I think he'd be a great Pope.
Yeah.
All right, one more for you.
I might.
Out of right. But see, I would think, I think for Chuck Norris, I would give it about a 30% chance that I become Catholic.
Yeah.
And then I think for Dave Chappelle, it'd probably be about an 80% chance. Because I'd be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's fucking do this, man. You can smoke menthols in the church now.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. Weed's okay now.
Yeah.
Like, I love this place. So then, okay, my last one, and this one is specifically for Alan. Alan, what if the next pope was the Undertaker?
Definitely. Hell yeah, become Catholic.
I'm into that, Fred.
He comes out on the balcony. They ring that
Yeah.
bell.
Yeah.
Boom. You know, the
No, and they're
sky
like-
goes black. The whole
Yeah, they're
sky
like-
goes black.
They're like, "Where's the Pope? Where's the Pope?" And like the crowd, the hundreds of thousands of people in the Vatican are all looking toward the stage, and then all of a sudden behind them,
Yeah,
he's
he's
standing there,
just-
and they all turn around at the same time. And he takes a metal chain
And then
everywhere.
the
he goes.
Cardinals that don't listen to him, he'll just choke slam him.
Yeah,
or
dude.
tombstone him.
Tombstone pile driver right into hell, straight to hell.
Oh my!
That's the power of the Pope, man. That's what he can do. I mean, they have the chance, really. They do have the chance to. I mean, you don't have to. Who says the Pope has to be Catholic?
Yeah.
Right?
The Pope is the head of the Catholic.
Yeah, but okay, but up to
Yeah.
now,
He doesn't have to be. He's
Yeah.
gonna be what, a Jehovah's Witness?
Says to be Catholic.
I don't know. Just saying, he could be anything.
You
know. You don't know.
Goodness.
Well,
What if
yeah,
the
well,
Pope-
it's true. Well, I mean, you think about it. The last Pope was Catholic, but he was a Jesuit.
Yeah, he was a weird Jesuit. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesuit.
Jeffy.
Jesuit.
Yeah, we always called him Jeff.
This is a
I have no idea what a Jesuit is. I'm not going to look it up because we're going to go to
I don't
break,
know what Jesuit. Yep.
and then we will be back with more
Jesuit,
of
my
Jesuit
baby.
of Catholic of Jesus the podcast.
Give me one little kid.
dumps, big massive dumps.
welcome back to the you just wrote I5. Okay. Welcome back to the 185th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. We are so glad you're still with us and that we're still somehow doing this.
We're still
Fred,
here.
We're
yes.
still here.
During the break, one of the toilets apparently broke. One of the children decided that it would be fun to destroy a toilet. It's okay. It wasn't that big a deal. But everything's fine. Everything's fine. There's no poopy on the floor. Everybody wins. So Fred,
hate that shit. Yeah.
I hate that shit as well. So Fred, let me tell you, the world's gone a little sideways lately, Fred. Things aren't 2 + 2 isn't 5 anymore. The sky is a different color sometimes at night, especially.
It's great.
And things just change. Sometimes the moon is big, sometimes it's littler. Things change, Fred. But, Fred, in order to keep with the changes, sometimes you have to start a revolution. And so I have decided that I am going to destroy all the companies. Only the big companies. All right. And here's how I'm going to do it.
Okay.
It's a grassroots movement, right?
All right.
So,
okay.
At checkout, right? You go to the Walmart or to the whatever, you pick your own store. Some of them have their own checkout, right?
Yeah, the little self-scan.
Yeah. So I've decided, especially where they have more of them, that I'm going to do the thing that I've invented. And I haven't, and I won't say where I've done it yet. I've already done it 2 places, called Micro-larceny. And what that is when I go to those places, I'm going to ring up a little bit less than what I. So, Fred, this started. I was planting my garden.
Stealing.
No, it's like also, this is revenge from the little man against the corporation.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So
I'll steal from corporation.
We talked about this like 150 episodes.
Yeah.
So, Fred, I went to Walmart because I said, you know what? I need cages for all of my luxurious and great
children.
Vegetables. No, vegetables. No.
Oh.
The children's cages have been built long ago. So I said, where can I go get the cages for the fish and the shrimp and whatever else I'm going to grow? And they said Walmart. The internet said Walmart has the cheapest one. So I said, cool, I'm going to place an online order, right? I'm going to do an online order. I'm going to go pick it up. Well, lo and behold, I completely forgot to go pick it up because things got in my way and I wasn't able to go get it during the time that it said to go get it. Like, I'm bad about that, Fred. I'll be like, I'll be there because it's like pick the time, right? So I'm like, I'll be there at 6:30, and then by 6:30, I'm like, no. Like, why did past me do this to me? 6:30,
yeah.
But you got to pick later because I'm like, I want it now, but I don't want it now enough to actually go to the store and get it.
Right, yeah.
Like I want it now without actually having to go get it now. So, and I'm too cheap to do the deliveries.
You want your cake and eat it too. You can't have your cake and eat it.
That's right. I want half the cake and I want to eat the other half and then switch it. So, Fred, I decided I went to the store a week later, right? Because I was like, I still got to get these things, and they, I couldn't get them.
I gotta get them. You gotta have them.
So I went out to the garden section, which is in the farthest part away from everything else in Walmart.
You in the Walmart? You in the Walmart? Yeah. Small mart.
Yes. Small mart. So I went to that place and small fart. That's what we're gonna call it for the show.
Fart. Yeah, small fart.
Yeah, small fart. So I went there and I was like, oh, I found what I was looking for. Cool. They still have them, just like I order online. And I went to pick up the ones on top, and guess what? I was like, that's a cool name for them. No, I was like, well, that's a cool name for these cages. They're called M. Parker cages. And I was like, oh, no. They just returned my pickup order to the shelf.
They were your
They were mine. Yeah. So I was like, cool. Well, and that's fine because I never picked them up. They refunded me. So I was like, not that big a deal.
Right. Yeah.
I gotta get these are mine. They're like literally mine.
The Parker cake.
In the front, I was like, oh, because they didn't have other tags, they just had the one tag that had my name on it. So I was like, oh, I was scanning all my other stuff, scanned it, and it was like burp. But the lady didn't look at me, nothing happened, and so I was like, okay. And I just on about my day and like got my other shit and I was like, damn ball fart or whatever. For like, and like I ran to the store as fast as I could just in case. But no, it was just one of those things. I did it, and then the other day I went to a different ball fart, and when I went there, I paid for 2 green peppers. But guess how many I got, Fred? 3. That's right. That's right. The revolution will not be televised.
I got it. I got that free 99.
I had to do it. I felt like that was called micro-larceny, Fred. And it's the coolest trend that's taken over 2025.
Yeah.
Hashtag micro-larceny. So there you go. That's what I have to say about that.
I saw an article about there was a girl who was arrested. She used to go into like CVS's and steal.
Yes.
And like she never got caught. Like, she went in there the last time, and then they busted her, and they added up everything that she stole.
They baited her. Yeah, they baited her.
Yeah, they.
I mean, technically they didn't bait her, but yeah, that was Target.
She
apparently,
did like. Yeah, it was like Target. Yeah,
that's the new thing that you do.
That's what they're gonna do. That's what
because it's not worth their time to hit you for like one thing.
Right.
But if you get, I think it was like $3,000 or something like is the limit or whatever it is in the state.
Right.
Where she was, I think it was like $3,000.
The grand larceny.
Yeah, and so like when it got, as soon as she got across that number, they're like, all right, take her in.
Right.
And they're like, here's everything you've ever stolen. And so she went online and she was all complaining like, they set me up, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, but did they?
Up, bitch.
Did they, you dumbass?
Thought you was getting slick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
dude. With it every time.
Oh, man. No, so Fred.
Go ahead.
No. I just think it's hilarious that people do that. Like I've told my kids, I've told them, before I got caught shoplifting at Kmart when I was 12.
Yeah.
Changed my life, Fred, and not for the better. I started putting temporary tattoos under my eyes because I was 12, Fred. I started smoking candy cigarettes. It's all downhill from there. Now I'm certified badass.
They're gangster now, man. Look at him.
We should have, look at me. I'm a certified badass. I want a sticker that says that.
Yeah.
Imagine that, Fred. Wouldn't that be great? I see that all the time. I see people with stickers that say stupider shit than that.
Yeah, put it on your helmet when you get on your scooter.
Exactly. Yeah, when I get as I have to resolve my DUI, that I'm eventually going to get as a certified badass. One of the things that you have to have is at least one DUI.
One DUI, you got
at least one.
Can't be a badass no DUI.
Yeah, level 1. That's how you become a level 1 certified badass.
How you a badass? You got a perfect driving record.
you have to have a DUI. You have to lose a fight that you picked. But it's got to be a fight that you picked.
You picked the fight and lost it.
Yeah, you completely started it and lost it terribly. You have to have a small penis. You know that. That's all.
I got 2 out of 3. I had the DUI.
And you have to drive a big ass truck, which you can't. You have to own a big ass truck that you can't drive. That's how you.
That's the compensate for the small penis.
Yeah, dude. The truck is, or it has to be a sports car. You can also have a sports car.
Yeah, you can have a sports car or be
a sticker that says that to put on other people's cars. Well, if I think somebody's a douche, I just want to be like, "You're a certified badass." And they're like, "What?"
Yeah,
fuck you.
Thank you, buddy.
I'm like, yeah, you think that's thankful? It's not.
From the day I was born.
Yeah, to the dude.
One day.
Well, so we're talking about stickers and all that jazz, certified badassery. Fred, I found the other day, I found something that I thought was just absolutely dumb as hell. And I have to tell you about it because
Tell
it
me
didn't
about
make any sense, Fred. And I know, I work in design, I work in marketing, stuff like that. So I see stuff a little differently sometimes than other people do.
Right.
But Fred, I was driving behind a guy who, and I'm going to shout out this business because they need to hear this and they won't. It was he was a truck driver, driving a pickup truck full of tools and such.
Mm-hmm.
And on the back window of his truck, it said JK Customs, right? No, JK Creations. I'm sorry. JK Creations. Okay.
Just kidding.
No, it was Customs because it had the T. Yeah. So no, it was Creations. It was Creations. So JT Creations, right? Or JK Creations. And I was like, cool. I can read that. But then as I was driving, because I was behind him in traffic, I was noticing that, like, I knew right off the get that the R and the N were backwards, which I was like, oh, okay. They're one of those
being creative.
Yeah.
One of those companies just being creative, right?
Just being creative.
Well, then the longer I'm behind it, I'm realized like every letter except for the C and the S in Customs or in Creations is backwards.
It's backwards.
They have to be, even the T. And I don't know how I know the T is backwards.
Yeah.
Every letter was backwards. It was driving me crazy.
What about the V?
Everything was backwards, Fred. Everything was backwards. It had to be. I'm telling you, man. I was like, this is fucked up. And it hurt my heart to read it. So there you go. That's what I got to say about that. Fred.
That's crazy. Like, what? Matt.
What?
Matt.
Fred.
What?
Let me tell you this. Fred, do you want to know how I can tell that a Jamaican restaurant is going to be great?
Yes, I want to know.
Because the music is loud as fuck. Every time I go in to a Jamaican restaurant and the music is loud. What you want, Mike? Yeah, where you have to like yell to even do that. The food is always banging. And it's always one of three songs. Telling you, man.
Yeah. I love Jamaican food, man.
I love Jamaican food too. That's how it is. So, Fred, what do you think about egg prices? This is the most random shit I've written down. Like reading this now, I'm like, what was I thinking about?
I don't know. We talked about this. We talked about this the other week.
Do we talk about egg prices, Fred?
I don't know because I haven't.
Yeah, it was
I haven't.
Yeah, but I think it was just us and just talking about it before the show or something.
Okay,
I was like, they're cheap, man. They're just $8.
Yeah, like
right.
Yeah, I haven't bought any eggs.
No, that's like, that's exactly my point. I was driving by the other day, like going to the store, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna get some eggs. And then I looked, and they were like $6.99 for a dozen. I was like, eggs are not. I love eggs, but they're not that good that I can pay that much for them. So yeah, I'm in the same boat, man. I haven't been eating any eggs, and it makes me sad because I like eggs.
I like eggs, man.
And then I made deviled eggs the other day, and I fucked them up, and that was like a $50 mistake.
Oh yeah,
fucked them up, man. It made me very sad.
Like we went for Easter. We went up to the church, and they had the Easter egg hunt. And they were all plastic eggs, but like at the end of it, they were like, "Now y'all come up here, and we'll give you a real one."
One like, real egg.
Everybody gets one. Yeah,
yeah, dude, it's crazy though.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like I went, and then the fancy eggs were 2 cents more expensive than the cheap eggs.
That is great.
And I was like, cool, I guess I'm getting the fancy eggs.
It's like I've always wanted to eat these.
Hey, this is saving my life.
Try these eggs. Yeah.
Right. And but the only problem is I'm afraid to cook them. Just don't want to waste them. I just want to know that I have eggs. Just don't want to use them.
You're gonna wake up like he'll wake up like Will Smith one morning. Your wife will be cooking those eggs. You'll be like, what? Those eggs were yeah. I was saving those.
What are you doing, woman? That was my retirement.
Yeah.
Those fucking eggs. Oh man. That's something I should try, Fred. I tried
Laying
making
the egg.
hamburgers. Tried making hamburgers in the air fryer, Fred, because I was being real lazy. And you know what? They were fucking amazing.
Really?
Dude, yeah, now I want to try and make an egg in there. Do what?
Like fry it? Fry egg?
Yeah, why not? The air fryer can fry anything. I think
Yeah, but how you gonna like you crack an egg and then it just sinks?
I guess you could.
You gonna put it on the bottom of it?
Yeah.
No, you put like a tinfoil. You like make like a tinfoil
put it on the
cup or
bottom.
something. Oh yeah, just put it, I guess, in the very bottom. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Gonna
Those
make
burgers, though, dude.
Egg McMuffin.
I'll be honest with you. Those burgers were awesome. They were really good.
They were really good.
Like they didn't have like they weren't caramelized like on the grill or anything, but they were really, really good.
Right.
Like for what they were, like I was like, this is pretty fucking good. So there you go. That's what you need to know, Fred.
Tiny convection oven. Yeah, my wife. I was against the air fryers when they first came out. I was like, fuck it, another appliance.
Yep, just like the microwave.
Yeah, I mean, microwave. That's like, when
the microwave first came out,
blenders.
Fucking, we got way.
Yeah. When it first, right? Yeah, like we got way.
I started putting stuff in the garage.
Yeah,
I was like, I'll just put this mixer in the garage. We don't need it right now ever. So we'll get it once every 6 months.
It's been out there for 15 years.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing, dude.
Throw this away now.
Now, the day we throw it away is the day we're going to need it.
Yeah.
That's the problem, Fred.
You're not going to need it.
Fred, the other problem in my life, just so you know, is the Jeep people. I hate the Jeep people again. I got over it for a minute, and now I'm back.
When they came back,
they came back because it got warm.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the problem. Is once it got warm, the Jeep people were like, "Oh,
they had to take the doors off.
Time to take my ducks out.
Dirt. Yep. Take the
time to go drive like a goddamn road because I'm in a Jeep."
How they get them ducks? Like they buy them ducks?
People leave the ducks. You leave the ducks for other Jeep people. That's what makes it so stupid. Is if you are a Jeep person and you see another person with a Jeep, you're supposed to leave a duck for them. And you're like, hey, we ducked each other. And then you have a special handshake or special, I'm not even kidding.
Is it?
They have a special,
handshake?
No, like a signal that you do on the road, like a Jeep wave.
The Jeep wave. Touch tips.
No, and they didn't know. See, so I borrowed my buddy, and this is one of the reasons I hate Jeeps, but I love my buddy. Yeah. I had my car was in the shop.
I kept doing that to you.
Right. My car was in the shop, so he was like, here, dude, you can borrow my Jeep.
Down middle finger.
Yeah, he's like, you can borrow my Jeep for a couple of days, but you have to do the hand signal. And I was like, why? And he's like, because if you don't do the right hand signal, they're going to know that you have to do like, I don't remember. It was like a special wave. Like, I thought it was just like that or like 3 fingers or something. I don't know. But he's like, it's the Jeep wave and you have to do it or they're going to think that you like stole the Jeep. And I'm like, I don't give a shit if they think I stole the Jeep. I don't want them to think I care about the Jeep.
You want them to know you were in a Jeep.
I don't want to be in a Jeep. Dude, to attach your entire personality to a vehicle,
your car,
is crazy to me.
Yes,
I'd much rather. Attach it to a sports team.
Yeah, see, I mean, some people feel that way about that too. Yeah,
right. No, I mean that's the thing is you got everybody's got their thing.
Yeah, I mean, anything that can be an obsession. You know what I'm saying? Too much of anything is.
Right. Oh no, not too much of anything, Fred. Not too much the Black Lady Collective podcast.
That's right, except for that.
That's the only thing that you can listen to on a loop all the time and never not be entertained.
Yep.
We should start a show. We should start a channel because we have 180 episodes. What's 180 divided by 24? That's like 5. If we got to 200, that would be 8 days worth of content that we could have running 24/7. So it would repeat every 8 days. Imagine that, Fred.
Oh my god!
Fred, imagine
that.
Imagine 8 days in a row of us.
I am
watching us.
imagining.
You know that would actually. I mean, that would actually kind of be funny though. Like to have that
dude, I
Reddit
would.
just be like,
We should do the last
let me
8
just
days
see
of the
where it's
year.
at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The last 8 days of the year is like, all right.
Yeah.
This is
We're
our
streaming
Christmas
24
present
hours
for
a
you.
day. Well, we're still in the
like a
running
Christmas
for
story.
world's longest podcast. We're still shooting for that one. We can barely make it through an hour, so
Right.
let's hit for what was it, 136 hours, something like that.
What we should do is like we should just like do multiple episodes, but wear the same clothes and like
We do that all the time.
splice it all together and be like, look, we did it.
Put together 137 hours of content.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good idea, but I love it. Well, Fred, what else you got going?
Wasn't that the name of that movie?
Cut your arms off?
I got a story. No, the dude who cut his arm off. He went hiking.
Alive? Oh, shit. What was that?
27 hours.
127
hours.
127. Yeah, it was 127.
If you do it after 27 hours, I think that's too early.
27 hours.
Like,
It's 27
Yeah.
hours.
Nobody's coming. Nobody's fucking
like I'm just
coming.
gonna take my chances with my arm. Like,
Yeah.
it's been 30 minutes, guys.
So,
All right, what's your story, Frederico?
So like okay, so there's this police chief in New Jersey who's being sued by like his deputies and shit, like for like he's been playing thick pranks on people. Like this is real.
Okay, he's
This
playing.
dude playing workplace pranks. You know what I'm saying?
So he's
but he's the sheriff. Like I think
Sure.
he's what is it? No, he's
What?
police chief. He's police chief. He's
Okay,
the
so
head guy.
what kind of pranks are we talking about here?
Okay, stuff like spiking the office coffee pot with Viagra.
With meth? Oh, with Viagra?
With Viagra.
Holy
He
shit.
pricked one office in the penis with a hypodermic needle.
Wait a second. How the fuck did you get that close to put it?
He's a cop.
I mean,
you have to get down to the dick to go like.
Nah, you just like, you know what I mean? Just
He might have
walk past
thrown
and You hold it. Yeah, hold it.
Dude,
yeah, you could
I
have
would
thrown
have
it like.
Shit, I would.
It may have been okay. So that one may have been an accident.
Dude.
Yeah, he could have been like, "Hey, dude, ha ha ha!" Throw it, and it hits him in the penis. That happens all the time, Alan.
Yes, that does happen in Russia.
It's still in. It's still in.
Why'd you throw it so hard, man?
Take it out, man. Take it out. Take it out. He shit on the floor.
Yeah, well, that's
Like-
a classic prank.
This dude
Shit
is
on
just
the floor.
like off the chain.
Alan, that could have been the
Yeah.
guy that you met in Newark.
Yeah, that could have been the guy. That's right, in LaGuardia. That was
Could have
shitting in
been
the
him.
corner.
Yeah, that could have been him practicing.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm off today, so I'm gonna go shit in the
Yeah, I'm gonna
fucking
shit in the
airport.
terminal. Shit in the Delta terminal.
Prank
I'm
these
the chief of
guys.
police. God damn it!
Yeah.
I do what I want to.
Yeah, that's probably why they don't bother him.
Yeah, it's my time. They said he was standing over a subordinate's desk shirtless, and that he shaved his body hair like on the desk. Like
I feel like this guy is the greatest boss in the world. How
he
is
said he would do upper deckers.
oh
he
dude,
shit in the top
Dude.
part of the toilet.
Dude, can you imagine his friends? Because if he's doing that, his friends got to be doing that shit too.
Okay, so let me find this guy. He's in North Bergen, New Jersey. His name is his name is Robert Farley, so he could be related to Chris. Oh, this guy looks like he's a prankster. Oh, let me pull him up for you guys to see. Oh, here's a picture of him shirtless. Here's a picture of him shaving it.
Shirtless. Yeah.
Dude, he took a picture of himself. Okay. Here he is. Look at this guy. Look at that smirk. Alan. Tell me that doesn't guy doesn't like Frank's. Here's a picture of him shaving on the guy's desk, just like you said.
Look at it. Look at it. I told you, man. This dude, like this picture has a this one has the article has a picture of the shit. Like he shit on a napkin.
Oh, I see it. I see one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, he shit on a napkin and wrote like Chief Farley shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, dude. This is crazy.
I wonder if he's a good dude.
I don't understand.
It says Chief Farley's defecation. That's what it literally says on it.
Yeah.
What kind of prank is this?
I guess that's what happens when you take Ozempic.
They say he go out there, the bathroom, he walk out the bathroom with his dick out. Like to my hey, look bigger than you thought, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I bet you that motherfucker's trying to get a retirement like on the
he said that, they said he was also fond of scraping fluids from his underwear onto people seated in his office.
What the fuck, man?
Like,
that should have been ass kicking.
That's not,
dude.
Like that's not pranks.
The first shit on the floor, I quit, man.
Right. That's a prank where I'm like, I should rethink this. Like whatever I'm doing, if my boss is literally shitting on the floor, I mean, I appreciate that he shit on napkins so that it's not on the floor itself, but this may not be a good workplace for me.
No, that's not a good workplace for anybody.
The place where you go and you're like, I hope I get shot today. As a cop, I hope I get shot
He heated up a cup of hot sauce in the microwave and let the pepper vapors.
Yeah, I said that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. EMS and the fire department had to be called.
Oh my gosh, dude, what a dick!
Like this dude is just crazy.
People wonder why cops are dicks. Man, that's crazy. I saw they said he made one guy do his teenage daughter's homework. And like said, don't.
He was like, do the homework.
He was like, you're not allowed to do any police work until all her homework is done today. Like, what the fuck is that, dude?
Fucking terrible.
Ridiculous.
Like, I don't understand how, like, how does that go by? Like,
well, because you're the police.
But
and it's
still,
like the fraternity,
man,
dude.
like,
it's like that thing where you can't call out. Like if you're like, dude, you've seen it in every cop drama on every SVU. Like where you can't be like, this dude is dirty, chief. Like,
but that's for like being dirty. But like this motherfucker is shitting.
They're taking pictures of it, and he's still doing it.
Right. Fred, I would argue that what he's doing is dirtier than pushing illegal drugs and helping crackheads and shit. Like, if you gave me the choice and you're like, which one of these is the worst person? I'd be like, the guy who shits on the floor and like on the desk.
Who sits on the floor is way dirty.
Yeah, because there was, I mean, when you first started, you said pranks, so I thought it was like,
right? Yeah,
you know, like putting grease under the doorknob or something that you know.
Yeah.
Or like swishing the salt with sugar, or the sugar and salt.
Something pranky.
So everybody puts sugar, salt in their coffee. Hilarious
on the fucking floor.
Yeah,
you don't make a kid do your daughter's homework. That's a little more.
I don't understand how the other cops are letting us. They're unionized.
But it's the dude. That's not how it works though. Like you can't.
It is how it works.
No, you got to
but
have.
Still, you got to go. You got to go to the commissioner and be like, "Yo,
No, you don't
commissioner,
have to go
man,
to-
this
you can
dude
go
is
to your
shitting on the
union
floor, man."
No. What it is there were 5 of them that did the suit, and that's what it was. Is they had to have enough people that it was beyond a shadow of a doubt that this shit was
Shut up
happening.
that is a picture and call you a union rep.
The picture of the fucking shit.
I know, but he can say,
Oh, the guy shaving on the thing. That right there, that should have been it right there. Call your union rep and be like, "Hey, dude,
it should have been done. Should have been done.
Should have been out there catching meth heads.
That's crazy.
You know, they probably a few of them they
Could have
didn't
caught
mind.
Diddy 6 months earlier if he wasn't
Yeah.
shitting on the floor everywhere.
Yeah.
He must have done something to go. Well, I'm saying something to go overboard, but he probably was getting away with a lot of it. I think the shit on the floor did it. Yeah.
That's the
It's
final
like, who do you think you are, Lauryn Hill?
Yeah.
Who are you, Amber Heard?
You know, well, Lauryn Hill, that line she said she could defecate on the microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Man.
That's not a prank. And see, I think that's where the headline does not tell the story of the story. I would be like, New Jersey cop is nasty as fuck. And like that would be the headline. And people are like, what the hell is that?
Loses his fucking mind.
Like, is gross. Yeah, just is gross. That's beyond.
Yeah, that's beyond practical jokes.
Did he do it as an April Fool's joke?
Yeah.
I wonder. Like, because I'm thinking about it.
All day? Like all day doing that?
Maybe that was his whole day. Maybe it was just one day.
How the
Maybe he's a straight-laced cop 364 days out of the year.
Times.
364 days out of the year, Fred. He's the most straight-laced cop you've ever seen.
Shirt off.
On April Fool's, yeah, he has the purge, and he gets all of his shenaniganery out.
It's like a werewolf, a pranking werewolf. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
April
fucking
Fool.
well. Just on April 1st.
Time to shave. That's probably why he shaved.
Because I don't need to shit on the. Well, see, he shit on
He's
the
like, they
floor.
can't see me as a werewolf.
You know, he did the upper decker. He did. He shaved himself. You know, it's like, what the fuck?
It's classic.
Hit
Some
the
of
guy in
those-
the dick with the needle.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what happened, really, is I just see this happening as one day.
It was like,
He's a
hey,
needle dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Needle dick.
Needle dick.
And that's probably what they called him from that day forward.
Yeah,
'Cause what would you call him? What else would you call that guy?
It's not fucking
Probably
funny,
like-
man.
Oh, that guy.
Do you
That guy has
understand?
that one guy's gonna have a story that he got his dick hit with a needle. I mean,
It's
Dude, I don't know.
it's
I don't know if I
you
want that
understand
story.
How big my dick is? For a little needle, he had to throw it. It hit,
Yeah,
my
had so
dick,
much
man.
burst, he couldn't miss it.
right. He threw in the opposite direction.
no
Oh,
choice. Yeah.
it still hit me in the wiener. Oh, and that's when he was like, Kowalski, bring your dick in here. Like, okay, Chief. Kowalski, there's a crime scene in the bathroom. We need our best detectives on it. Okay, Chief.
Okay.
Like, okay. So he runs in there. And he's like, he slips on the shit. He's like, Kowalski, you ruined another crime scene. Now let me stick this needle in you.
You contaminated the evidence.
Now I'm gonna have to shit here again. And they're like, we think you might have been because he wrote his name on it. They're like, Chief, we think you might have been the guy who took the shit. Since they wrote, and then he went to his desk and he's like, "Oh, do you want my DNA?" And started shaving himself.
Marcus is defense attorney right now.
Yeah, oh, dude, I'm telling you, we got this all worked out.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh shit,
Yeah, my
I care
DNA.
so much about my family that I need someone to do my daughter's homework." And then he microwaved hot sauce so everybody could go home early.
So wait, somebody did his daughter's homework.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought,
he made one of the
I
cops. He's like, "Don't be a cop. You can't do any police work until you finish this essay for culinary class.
See, I thought he had
cook.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know, Chief. Kowalski, write about sous vide cooking, you bitch. So there you go. There's Kowalski in the chat.
Kowalski.
That's a good New York Kowalski.
Yeah, Kowalski.
Totally works. All right, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed whatever you listened to. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode and a TV channel that streams us 24 hours a day.
24/7.
How can we'll make that happen. We'll talk to people. We'll pull the strings.
There you go.
We'll pull the strings. If they don't do it, we'll shit on their desk.
Save our chest.
I'll get my buddy Kowalski to handle it. He'll do the investigations and we'll get away scot-free. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
All right. See you later.
See you next time.
Kowalski.